I'm just gonna skip the intro right now. I just gotta say, I just don't know how many more of these plot twists that Go Lose a Ranger, um, Go Lose a Ranger can throw at me. I don't know why. I mean, just twist after twist, right? This show has been full of it since the very beginning. I mean, I love the show. The show is great. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know why people still think this season 2 is weak. I have no idea. With this, with this after this episode, I'm like, wow, jeez, you know. So just like season 2 of episode 8. Episode 7. Sorry, got so excited I forgot it. It's episode because I'm a episode behind for the other two shows, but episode 7. So we get right where the zoo, they're cleaning up all these dead kaiju's, right, and Usukubo and uh D arrive there to do cleanup along with other Red Ranger cadets, you know. So, and then we see D sees the Red Keeper taking his uniform off, and he sees he's on the phone, and he sees it as an opportunity to strike and take him out, right? And he does it by tripping over, like, well, first he trips over another rock, and then he disguises himself as one to not be seen, and then he trips over a smaller rock, and then with his lightsaber, just he trips over, and then actually just goes and stabs the Red Keeper in. Now, first of all, I was in shock. You know, first of all, it's like, oh, he really killed Red Keeper, really? Now, and now after that, after then D goes and he's like, I did. He goes and just jumps for joy. He's like, I finally killed him. Now, after all that moment, I really had to think about that for a second, because I'm like, first of all, it can't be that easy, because after how crazy what a lunatic this guy is, there's no way he couldn't just be killed that easily, Red Keeper. Because, like, first of all, taking off his uniform, when the Raiders transform, they turn the uniforms transform with them. So just like taking off the outfit like that, you know, I'm like, really? I'm like, first of all, I think that has to be an imposter. That has to be an imposter, because there's no way for all this time for Red Keeper to be taken out that easily, right? That has to be an imposter, right? And so if it is, I'm like, wow, all that, really? Wow. That would left me speechless upon speechless. But then at the same time, it's kind of like D's fault, because he just ran away, but he didn't really check really if he's really dead or not. I mean, we see him bleeding though, but I'm like, he should be like, maybe do like a double tap or something, right? Just in case, right? But after that, and then we see with Suzukuri of, you know, once again of the with the in his the Yellow Squad, right? She takes his other new cadet with her who just joined the Yellow Squad. Takes her to see Yellow Keeper with also the second rank officer, who has one of those kaiju has been caught alive, right? And her plan, just, you know, and it's just like her hope, because it's like, because Yellow Keeper kind of knows, because she goes and says, hey, hope you collect all the divine artifacts, right? And when she's leaving, she's like, hey, excuse me. And with Yellow Keeper, just like, what is this with this guy too? This guy seems another. Now he's not on the crazy level psychopathic like Red Keeper is though, but the guy is also just like this. He always constantly smiling the whole entire time. You know, I'm like, what is with this guy? And then he's like, and then Suzuguri tells him, you know, hey, um, uh, with all the going on this new mission of hers, like, hey, if I do this, I'm gonna take your position as Yellow Keeper. So shows her craziness too. So if she does this one mission of her own, she gets to be Yellow Keeper. But I don't think Yellow Keeper's gonna have it though. But say, hey, you try, you know. And then afterwards, and then afterwards, and then I think the more of the twists can't get enough. You know, we see, because the episode beforehand, we see there was people protesting about, hey, monsters have rights, right? So there were like this monster protection group, right, or protection society, right? And I guess in the conversation with Yellow Keeper, the guy we saw earlier who was drumming, right? I guess he used to be a former he used to be a former Yellow Squad member. I think he was originally the first rank of the Yellow Squad. I think it was, and then he left. And we see these people gather at this monster society, and he's there too. And then, one twist, which I thought was like, I thought the so-called death of Red Keeper was left me in awe enough though. But the twist, Usukubo, she's part of the society because her father is the director of this. Her father is the director of this thing. But the way she just walks in, serious look, right? Like she's a villain now. Looking like a villain. I'm like, what is up with this show? I'm like, what is up with these twists, So now she's like, she walks in like she's a villain now. All serious look now. So, and her dad is the director of this. She's and even what was her name? X, the female duster from last season, right? She's a part of this group now. Because we see her because she has like shorter hair now, but you tell it's her because way she is. But she's a part of that group now. I'm like, but just Yusukubo's twist. I'm like, what is up with these twists, I don't think how more of these twists this show can throw at me or how much I can take, Like, goddamn. But, and then afterwards, like, she wants to have a word with Hibiki, D. Now, she goes and says, hey, there's a place I want to show you, but you gotta take off that you gotta take off that uniform off. Now, clearly, yeah, she wants him to take off the Green Ranger uniform, right? And now, of course, part of me thinks, wait, she doesn't know that. He doesn't know. Because she said take off the uniform because I don't think you want to be seen because how now the public are seeing what the Rangers want to be disbanded, right? The public, I guess the public the public are now saying, hey, disband immediately, right? So I guess she wants him to take it out because people in the public don't want to see him in that uniform, right? Because on the way when he was getting groceries, people were always like disowning him because hey, they should be disbanded. So I guess that's the reason. And then Hisui comes in, say, hey, I'll go with you. So I don't know what this show is leading to me because it's just like twist after twist. I just don't know what to think anymore now. I'm like, it's like Cologne generic romance, but this show had more twists way before the show showed up. Before that show showed up. I'm like, jeez, I don't know how many more of these twists this show could throw at me because like this show is awesome already, and season 2 has already proven to be better than season 1. So, but yeah, but just like it just leaves me more confused. I'm like, I'm so confused now with this look on the face, or this. So, I just don't know. I just don't know what to make of it. I just don't. So, but yeah. But I think either that's the real Red Keeper and it was that easy after all this time because he let his guard down. But at the same time, like a guy who's that crazy psychopath can't be that paranoid, right? Well, the guy is paranoid because he's not afraid to kill members of his own squad though for like bringing the wrong tea or whatever. So I'm thinking either that's the real Red Keeper, and I'm still in shock about that. I'm making speeches. If it's confirmed in the next episode, I have no. But that has to be part of the things that has to be an imposter. That can't be a substitute guy, right? Because it can't be easy to kill such a psychopathic powerful red keeper, right? So we'll have to wait and see, though. But that's episode 7 of season 2 of Go Go Loser Ranger. Speechless once again. I don't know how much more of these twists this show can throw at me, though. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Later.